What is going on YouTube? It is FlopFish here, and welcome back to a weekly channel vlog. This is, something that I'm going to do weekly, every Sundays or so, and I feel like it's going to be a really good way to relay information back and forth between you guys, for those who don't follow me on Twitter as well, but just about stuff in general, about plans in general, about series, and about like what's happened in the past week or so. And there's really no better way to kickstart this than today, because the past week and the next week have been absolutely like just whirlwinds, and it's been amazing how much has happened in the past 3 days or so. But let's get underway, and just first off saying this week is going to be my reading week for me, which means that I have the entire week off of university. However, on the flip side of things, it meant last week was full of midterms and projects and exams, which kinda sucks because it took up a lot of my time and I wasn't able to upload as much as I wanted to and stuff like that. On top of that, it was just, the midterms, projects, and everything. Again, it does eat up a lot of time. The one video I did get out was one I really was looking forward to in the Bodker player review. Really liked the way that video turned out, and for everyone that watched it, I thank you for your support as always. It's very much appreciated, and again, a lot of you seem to like that setup as well this year. And those are going to be weekly, at least weekly. I'm hoping to get 1 to 2 out per week, if not more, if I can handle it in my schedule. If not, then once a week, nice little series to throw in there, as well as I want to bring back team builds and stuff like that. But until then, I've got a little bit of other problems to worry about. Now, I finished my law midterm and went to class and got back, and was gonna start playing some Destiny with Canadian Duke. Hopped on. We were gonna complete the weekly strike. I was gonna build up strange coins to buy the icebreaker from Zur, which would have been super awesome. It looks like a really sick sniper, a nice exotic sniper at that. But when I played for about like 2 or 3 minutes, maybe no, it was about 5 minutes or so. Got in, PlayStation, the audio started skipping on my PlayStation, and it's like, uh-oh, that's not good, because it's happened before. It's happened actually twice before. Once I had to re-download Destiny and reinstall it, so it worked for about 2 weeks or so, and then I had it happen again where I had to actually reboot my entire PlayStation. And then I had it happen yesterday, or not yesterday, this would have been 2 days ago, and it was just, it's difficult, because it's just like, crap, I'm gonna have to send in my PlayStation, and I don't know what I'm gonna do, because it's gonna be 4 weeks without one. So unfortunately, my PS4, this guy right here, it broke. It's kind of a brick right now, so sending that into Sony. They're sending me a box to ship it in as well. Speaking of Sony, I actually have to send in this controller as well that came with it, so I'm pretty much sending back my entire PlayStation to them. Kind of sucks. But yeah, so the rubber part of this just wore off, and it's annoying. You can't, especially playing NHL and stuff. It just flaps all over and it's in the way, and it is not fun. But yeah. So that being said, PlayStation, yeah, it isn't gonna work. And I honestly was stuck. I was pretty upset, because I've maybe played 40 days max on that PlayStation, 40 to 45 max. And it's just, for it to not work is pretty frustrating. It's well ventilated and stuff like that, and it's just, it turns out it's like this really, really super rare defect. And some people said that they've had their PlayStations shipped back from Sony, saying it was perfectly fine with this, but it kept on doing it like a week later, and it caused a bit of an issue between them, because hey, if they see nothing's wrong with it or it's working, you have to pay like, I think it's $50 now, which is absolutely stupid. But it's not working. I really have no other choice. I'm gonna send it into them. Once I get that box in, so that'll be about 4 weeks without a PlayStation, which kind of sucks. And I was just like, well, crap, I had a couple live streams set up, including one actually that I was originally gonna do yesterday and today, which would have been my 30-hour extra life charity live stream. I'll get into that a little bit later on, and I'm actually scheduling that for Friday, but the content might be a little bit different from what I was originally planning. And that was just like, holy cow, that absolutely sucked, along with some other stuff that I was working on I can't do now. And it honestly, it was just like, you know, what can you do? It's just one of those breaks that absolutely sucks. And you know, I was pretty frustrated. I just didn't know what to do. Again, I had a couple events that I want to do, so I didn't want to go out and buy a new PS4 or anything like that. So yeah, that was pretty difficult. With that being said, I tried everything I could with it. Again, I tried playing on my PlayStation afterwards, reinstalling the system software, completely wiping everything and reinstalling everything. And with that, I lost the Winnipeg Jets GM mode save, which absolutely sucks. Again, that's something that I wasn't posting a ton. I was trying to, but I just didn't have the time to do it. And because of that, I don't have that save file. So don't worry for those watching it. It's going to be completely redone. We're going to be okay. I'm going to make sure that gets uploaded more often. I'm also going to make sure I back that up onto a flash drive. Learning things the hard way, but now that I have my flash drive to back things up onto, definitely going to go ahead and do that, because again, it's just, it sucked losing that, for lack of a better term. There's a lot of work and time that went into that. I think it's already about, you know, the equivalent of 12 to 18 hours into that, which is difficult. I had stuff actually recorded that I just needed to edit. I was probably about 3 months in or so, and again, I just don't want to upload that knowing that it'll just stop and we won't even get a full season done. So that absolutely sucked, until, you know, I got a phone call from my parents and started talking things out, and lo and behold, decided to make a trip down to Best Buy and buy myself this guy. So very thankful for my parents. They're helping me out in the short term with this, which again is super awesome, and it actually means that my old one is going to go back home, so I don't have to travel back and forth. But got this PS4, in which, honestly guys, I wanted the white PS4 so badly to begin with, and I was gonna actually sell this PS4, and I'm glad I didn't. I hate selling something that would have broken, because I would have felt like absolute crap for it, because I mean, I wouldn't have known or predicted that to happen. But I mean, at least it's gonna get itself fixed, so that'll get itself fixed. I'll be getting the new controller for it. Speaking of which, in the meantime, I actually bought a new controller for that PS3. I got the Glacier White one because it looks really nice. These controllers look phenomenal. But yeah, so sell on the white PS4, and it's like 20 bucks more. I get Destiny in it as opposed to The Last of Us, which again, if you're gonna resale something, if you're gonna sell a game, you're much better off with Destiny as opposed to, you know, The Last of Us, which is already down to like, what, 30 bucks or so. But yeah, so luckily I can still do everything that I was originally planning, and that includes everything from the Extra Life live stream to a couple other ones that I'm planning on doing. There's a couple other events, weekly events, that I'm going to start planning on doing. I'm going to try to get a weekly live streaming schedule set up, kind of thing, just so, you know, get things back to, you know, where they used to be last year and stuff like that, while still being able to focus on school and being able to focus on life as much. And I'm going to try to just keep things flowing as smoothly as possible. So that's really, it was a weird couple of days, because it was just like, holy cow, how am I going to deal with this? And I'm going to have to sell off some stuff that I really didn't want to sell off in order to kind of make up for getting this new one. But it's just, you know, I got very, very lucky. I'm a very lucky person, and again, I'm just speechless at it. So yeah, so expect NHL content to resume. I'm going to start uploading more again, and just get back into the habit of uploading, get back into schedule and stuff like that. Start scheduling, uploading stuff weekly for you guys, and that's going to start back with team builds. It's going to start back with Capped Out, which once again I can't access right now because I can't actually deactivate this PS4 as my primary PS4, but I'll try to find a way around it. I'm going to phone Sony, or I guess I can't phone. No, they're in the States. I can phone tomorrow and deal with that, so hopefully I can figure out a way to deactivate that as my primary PS4 and put it onto the new awesome white one. Again, these just look absolutely insane. Like, I knew they looked good, but man, like, just seeing it in person is just like, holy cow, this is such a nice looking console. And you know, it's gonna be, it's enjoyable. So yeah, kind of rambling on here, but anyways, the final thing I want to get to tell you guys about is, again, that Extra Life charity live stream. And what Extra Life is that it's a yearly event kind of thing where you stream for 24 plus hours in a row, and you raise money for local children's hospitals. For me, I actually elected to choose for BC Children's Hospital just because I've actually had to go in there a few times and stuff like that. And you know, it's definitely somewhere that, you know, I feel like it's a worthy cause and stuff like that. So gonna set that up, and that is actually going to be occurring this Friday. I haven't set a time yet, but look for it to be around, I don't know, like 3, 4 Eastern, something like that. Maybe a little bit earlier, but we're gonna go for at least 24 hours, if not more. And I will have, like, I have a fundraising page all set up. I will actually drop that. I'll make another video on this tomorrow again, because I do want to hopefully raise some support for the BC Children's Hospital. And we're also part of like an NHL team. I know Yui and I are in it. I think Richard Head is also in it as well. I think Flash might join as well. So hopefully some people join up, and we can you know, have some fun with this. It'll be a lot of fun. And for those who didn't attend the 30-hour live stream last year, which is what I'm actually trying to do, I'm trying to do a 30-hour live stream again. But for those who didn't attend it last year, it was a lot of fun. Hopefully OTP is in the game, because it'd make it a lot more fun. If not, I think what we might do is just take a hot team from scratch and build it up during 30 hours and see where we end off and go from there. So I think it'll be pretty exciting to do. And you know, again, I'm looking forward to that, and hopefully you guys are too. So again, there'll be more information on that probably tomorrow. But until then, guys, this kind of ran on a lot longer than what I expected originally to have this vlog go for. I just wanted to update you guys on everything. Again, sorry about the lack of content, but again, just been really busy with school and life and stuff. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to getting back on that video grind. And it's gonna start with the live stream tonight. So probably gonna start streaming. It's about 4 o'clock right now. The video will go up about like 4:15, 4:30, somewhere around there. Probably about 5:36, 7, somewhere's in there. Follow me on Twitter. I'll upload a video to YouTube as well, saying that I'm actually going to be live streaming right now. And so yeah, anyways, hopefully I can see you guys then. As always, take it easy, and I'll catch you guys on the flop side.